Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy unveiling a plan to modernize the air traffic control system. Just the Newark Airport has another report of a 90-second blackout. So essentially, it happened again and raised even more safety concerns. Here with us now is Michael Julius, who's the director for air traffic control at the Air Traffic Control Department at Lewis University. Welcome, sir. Thank you for coming on. Okay, so a couple things here. So, yeah, like I said, it happened 90 seconds again. So can I start with that and then work into what we can do to fix it? So when these things happen, that's like, you know, the old, it sounds trite, but the old saying, flying blind, right? Is that your 90 seconds, you just can't communicate, right?
90 seconds is a long time. You got to keep in mind that typically aircraft below 10,000 feet can only fly about 250 knots. Yeah. 240 knots, that's about 4 miles a minute. That's a long time, especially when controllers have aircraft on vectors or headings or altitude, you know, for separation, and then you can't see them and talk to them. That's very, very serious. Okay,
let me do two things here. Number one, let me tell you what because Sean Duffy did talk about redoing the system, and I want to talk to you about what you think needs to be changed. Caroline Leavitt, the White House press secretary, talked about today's incident in context in her briefing earlier and said the following.
This outage at Newark Airport speaks to why the Secretary of Transportation yesterday made a massive announcement in investing in our aviation safety and our telecom system. There's a 4-part infrastructure plan that was released by the Secretary of Transportation yesterday to improve communication, surveillance, automation, and their facilities.
Okay, so that's the part I want to talk to you about, Michael. But before I do that, just so people have the context of what you just talked about, again, this is the second time, April 28th. We don't have the audio from today, but this is how it sounded on the April 28th outage. Take a listen to this.
United 674, radar contact lost. We lost our radar. Do I have Bravo clearance? No, you do not have a Bravo clearance. We lost our radar, and it's not working correctly. We don't have a radar, so I don't know where you are.
I mean, I don't know where you are. I mean, boy, that is, you imagine that? So, okay, on the tablet, let's bring it up. Upcoming changes that have been proposed by Duffy and company in his department. Antiquated systems, telecommunications, radar, and the like. They want to go and look at runway safety, air traffic control centers being built anew, and some of the weather stations for Alaska. Can I start with the systems being so old? I mean, boy, we're operating with really, really old equipment here, right?
Well, in some facilities, yes, they don't have the updated equipment as some of the Core 35 facilities do. So yes, updating it across the board would be very important.
Okay, second thing is, and I want to bring this up on the tablet again because it's a map, staffing. Okay, so you look at this right over here. It says the percentage of where you're staffed, where your percentages are too low. What about that? Because you could say, all right, let's update this equipment. It was antiquated. Let's make it better. What about personnel?
Well, personnel, that's what we do here at Lewis. We train students so they can go forward and become air traffic controllers. But the journey itself to go from, say, a student graduate out of the academy and to become a controller can be 2 to 3 years, depending where you go. So that will take some time. However, once you get them in the system, it does help alleviate the numbers and get people as far as, breaks and everything else as far as that's concerned.
So the numbers, the way I look at it, I was just thinking about it logically because covering a lot of other businesses who have made comments, not necessarily, not even just government. And they say, well, we want to do things more efficiently with better technology in the future. We're going to have fewer people. We're going to bring in things like artificial intelligence. We've had so many conversations like that, right? But in this situation, you got old equipment and fewer people. Even the Trump administration added to that, didn't they, with some of the cuts that they made when they came in?
I'm aware of the cuts that were made, but from what I understand, that had to do with the people in tech ops or the technical side of it, which obviously would be something that would be needed in the future. So that's as far as I know as the cuts were made. But yeah, you need the staffing, you need people to train, check out, and become full-fledged air traffic controllers.
All right, and to your point, it takes some time. Michael Julius, thank you for the insight on all of this. Another scary incident today. We'll keep following it.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.